The drama that has progressively engulfed Rivers State politics in recent times appears to be far from over. It has been something close to a life and death struggle between forces loyal to Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his predecessor in office, Nyesom Wike. The former governor, who is now Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, on Saturday said he would rather focus on delivering projects earmarked for inauguration to mark President Bola Tinubu's 1 year in office than be bothered by the intrigues that are currently bedeviling Rivers State politics. This comes as a member of the House of Representatives, Solomon Bob, called on President Tinubu to resist the temptation of being an enabler of impunity and unlawful behavior allegedly being committed by Governor Fubara. The honorable member insists that the governor had committed impeachable offenses. Meanwhile, Fubara has charged his supporters and all Rivers people to eschew violence and conduct themselves in compliance with the rule of law, assuring them that he was already on top of the situation. For a bit more on what's happening in Rivers State, I'm now being joined from Port Harcourt, the state capital, by Prince Uche Secondus, a one-time national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, where he shares membership status with Nyesom Wike, similarly so. This is because Minister Wike continues to defy all known conventions to frolic with a political party that is diametrically opposed to the one he officially belongs to. In fact, Nyesom Wike is holding his current ministerial position at the behest of President Bola Tinubu, who is the leader of the ruling All Progressives Congress. Good day, Total Chair, and thank you very much for joining me on This Day Live, the Sunday talk show.
Thank you, Ruben, and you are welcome.
Well, you are one of the Rivers elders and leaders of thought who have decided to back Governor Simi Fubara. And the elders are saying they will not allow Rivers State to be derailed by the ambition of a former governor. Chief Anaps Saraigbe is involved. Dr. Gabriel Tobi is involved. Your good self is involved. There is Miss Ankyo Briggs and others. Chief Chukwumene, all of these people say we are behind Governor Fubara. Now, what is the basis for this? Because there are people who are also saying that Governor Fubara has conducted himself after the fashion of an ingrate. That Governor Wike, former Governor Wike, chose him against the preference of other members of the PDP, only for him to spend a few months there and start fighting the godfather that put him there. But you elders of Rivers State are saying you are standing by Fubara and you are against Wike, the same Wike that all of you used to frolic with. What exactly is the problem that Rivers State has now become a jungle that has matured, to use the governor's words?
Okay, is that your question?
Yes.
I will attempt to answer your question, but let me start that I am one person that don't talk always, but since I'm on this interview, I would like to throw some light. First and foremost, elections are over. We are talking about governance. I am quite sure that what is happening in Rivers State is not happening in other states. Take, for instance, Kebbi. You have the former governor there who also became minister. Is Kebbi politically troubled? The answer is no. But in the case of Rivers State, I don't know. But I believe that it is very, very unfortunate that Nyesom Wike, who is supposed to be the man who actually brought Fubara on board, will be the same person who will turn around and make life almost impossible. And that was why the leaders came together and said, look, what is going on? These matters can be settled. If they cannot be settled, impeachment and all that, processes and all that, the state has gone beyond election campaign and all others. It is now for the governor to sit properly and then provide dividend of democracy for the people of Rivers State. I believe that the governor is very humble. He's a humble fellow. The governor has shown some restraint and over the period of time, very patient. But from the other side, we can see that there have been all sorts, ranging from impeachment to even the local government chairman talking down and their members of the assembly talking down on the governor. This is quite unacceptable. It has never happened in our state before. So Wike was a governor for 8 years. He was unchallenged. Nobody can talk to him. And there were previous governors. It has not happened before like this. This is the first time we're experiencing this. And the leaders believe that enough should be enough for the state. Wike should allow the governor to breathe. And so he can provide good governance to the state, like what is happening in all the other states.
Well, but Prince Uche
That
Secondus,
is exactly what.
I'm sure you are aware that the same Nyesom Wike has said you elders supporting Fubara, and he specifically mentioned Dr. Abiye Sekibo, mentioned Senator Lee Meba, mentioned your good self, mentioned Honorable Austin Opara. He says you people are political vampires, buccaneers, expired politicians who are just trying to cause problem in the state. That he is busy in Abuja and that he is not distracted at all. That he is busy working for President Tinubu. Well, will you agree with him that you are an expired politician?
Those name calling and blackmail and insult that Wike has given to the leaders of the states, as you mentioned our names. And you know that we can't go down to the level directly at the gutter or motopark. Those are motopark languages. It is very unfortunate for a man who has became governor and now minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria should use such language. That language is known to Wike alone. It's not known to the state. And I'm not ready to respond to such and start calling him, because I'll be bringing down myself to his level. It's very, very unfortunate. He has insulted those who made him. And he will pay for it. Whatever he sows, he will reap. And so we're not going to respond to him to that level and go below that level. We are responsible Rivers leaders. And he knows if we are not useful, what happened in 2014 and 2015, where we all rally around him, Jonathan, Mrs. Jonathan, myself in particular, and all others, Austin Opera and Abiye Sekibo and Lee, rally around and made him the governor. It didn't fall from heaven. It happens here in Rivers State. And we had stiff opposition. There was incumbent governor, Governor Amechi. You know what it is to remove the power of incumbency by coming from the opposition side in the state and installing him as a governor. All that he has forgotten. We know that of a truth, when you give a man power, that's intoxication. when you give a man his the office and the availability of funds that are there, I believe that these are the major two things and other intoxication that I must have taken him over, that he will be using foul language to those who made him. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. We are responsible Rivers leaders. And he is not the first. We have been in this process from 1999. I was the state chairman of the party. I worked with Dr. Odili. Amechi came on board. We worked, these same people he named, we've been there. Austin was the deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Deputy Speaker. Lee Meba was a senator. Abia Sekibo was a former minister. These are responsible people. So, yeah, Minister of Transportation. And for him to use that kind of language, then you should know the person he is. That he can be found himself, maybe he came out from the motor park. If not, we cannot use that language for him. And so he will not reduce to his level. And that's what I can say at this moment.
Prince Secondus, when Chief Sarah Igbe was on another program on this station, that's the morning show, I asked him a question. What is the locus of the elders in this matter? Because he was saying that the elders have taken a case to court and it's gone all the way to the Court of Appeal to declare the seats of the 27 PDP members of the House of Assembly who defected to the APC vacant. And I asked him, what is the locus of elders? Fubara himself, who will probably be the aggrieved party in this matter, has not gone to court. The PDP, that is aggrieved, has not gone to court. So where is the locus of the elders? It looks like it's you elders pushing Fubara instead of Fubara himself standing on his 2 feet.
I think that's a wrong description of the situation in Rivers State. Fubara is standing on his feet, 100%. There are quite a lot of interest groups, not only the elders, those who are directly affected, the other members of the House of Assembly who are not on the other side, have also gone to court. Even the party has joined in these matters. There are pending court cases. So we should allow the court to come out with a final verdict. I'm not here to talk about matters that are pending in the court. It would be wrong of me to do that. What I know is that the law is very clear. If you decamp, and it's subject for the both sides, the lawyers to interpret. But what I know is that there are issues that has happened similar in Cross River, Supreme Court judgments and all that and so on. I'm not a lawyer, but they know the facts. And that's why they are dancing around all and all and all. Matters are pending in the court. We believe at the end of the day, there will be justice that will be done in the matter. And not only that these 27 people, or 25 as the case may be, you know that already existing court order asking them not to function. The other assembly members with their speaker, Speaker Okojombo, they are already functioning in the House of Assembly in Rivers State. And so all of these matters are in the court. So we allow the court to take a final...
Okay. Governor Fubara is saying that he will probe his predecessor. That Wike didn't pay contractors fully. He has had to pick up some of the debts. And yet, Wike, as a governor, was in fact known as Mr. Project. He was commissioning projects almost on a weekly basis, inviting people from all over Nigeria and even from the opposition party to come and launch projects across the state. And now you have Governor Fubara saying, well, he has to be probed because there was a lot that appeared untidy. What do you say to that? Do you think that Governor Wike, as he then was, took the people of Rivers State for a ride? Is there a justification for this probe that some people say is a witch hunt, a political witch hunt?
Well, those who are saying that it's political witch hunt are his friends. But all indigenes of Rivers State can attest to what happened. The name of Mr. Project and all that, it seems to me that it's media hypes. Look at Lagos, for instance. How many overhead bridges, flyover? They are uncountable. In Abuja, they are uncountable. Within 8 years, the man builds 10 flyovers, and the noise was more than those who have worked in Lagos and Abuja or the bridges over there. I think that there is need for thorough, not only our state, other states, because the issue of governance in Nigeria is on trial at this moment, because we can see budgets being made, but on the ground, we can't see anything. I know the governor knows better whether he will probe or whether he will not probe. But all I know, like I granted the interview earlier, there is this money that was meant for the Ogoni people, $300 million that was paid by NNPC to the government of Nyesom Wike. Where is that money? I think Wike should account for it. There is also the money that Governor Amechi paid for gas turbine, and in addition of the one that Nyesom Wike paid. All that money, no gas turbine that was brought in, but it took the money back from Saipem. You recall that the Saipem MD was detained, and after there was settlement and they returned. Where are those monies? Are the monies used for presidential campaign and scattered all over the country? Wike should account for it. He should not be talking about integrity, how is a project. He's doing the same thing in Abuja, running from pillar to post and scraping the roads. The existing roads. Those are his style and gimmick. He should face the public now to tell the public what he did with that money. I think if he has integrity, he should do just that. He should not even wait for governor's probe. He should just do that. My conviction is that if persons like Ken Sanwiwa, who and others like Dapabrie, who are responsible for the creation of Rivers State, and especially Ken Sanwiwa, if they were alive, can Nyesom Wike take the Ogoni money and pocket it? You should account for it. The public, if you say you are a good servant and you are accountable, let the people know what you have done with it. I think this will convince everybody when he speaks on it. Not to abuse people, not to insult leaders. I think the game is over. It is insult. There is nobody in this state and across the leaders who have a political difference with Nyesom Wike. Wike has not abused. He's an abusive leader. And this is wrong.
Well, but Prince Secondus, I'm aware, I know for a fact,
yes, sir,
because we're all in Abuja together, that Nyesom Wike, Minister Wike, used to be your very good friend. Remember those nights we used to sit together by the poolside, and the two of you were the best of friends. What happened? How did the trailer move between the two of you? What exactly happened?
When we were all together with you, Ruben, I think it was a little bit calmer. Suddenly, power, money, and other intoxication came in. and he became uncontrollable. He truncated my tenure for reason that he answered himself that he wants to run for presidency. I asked him, do you want to run for presidency? He never responded to me. The next thing I discovered was that he's gone to court with the so-called ward and all that and so on. And that's what is his stock in trade. He believed that he owns judiciary. And my tenure was truncated. And that exactly what, from then on, a man became very uncontrollable. Nobody can advise him. He has abused virtually everybody, including Dr. Odele, a very innocent man, quiet man, retired as a governor, doing his work privately, and to the extent of the retired Supreme Court Justice, Mary Odele. I think he owes the Odeles and the Rivers people apologies. And he should do it publicly so that people can see that he has repented. But for now, I believe that the entire state, the leadership of the state, the traditional rulers, the people, the youth, the women, are behind Fubara, who is so humble and ready to govern the state without this interference from Wike.
Well, but the probe that Governor Fubara is talking about, will it be fair to extend that probe to the Amechi tenure in Rivers State and also go further to the administration of Dr. Peter Odili to give a semblance of equity, fairness? Or should it be focused strictly on Wike, who is now generally regarded as a villain in Rivers State politics?
When Wike came on board, I think he did a panel of inquiry or a probe, a similar thing, on Amechi. I don't have the details. I am also not the governor to speak for governor or speak on his behalf. He knows what he wants to do, and I think that we should allow him to do what he wants to do.
Well,
you know the best.
Let's talk about it. The PDP.
Yes.
The PDP
yes.
received wisdom that the PDP is having a crisis following the outcome of the 2023 general election. Now, there was BOT meeting, there was the meeting in early April. Now, one person, one Titus Jones also, went to court and said you should not be allowed to participate in the meetings because there is a matter in court or notice for determination. Where are we right now? Do you still have access to the PDP hierarchy, or that case in court still bars you from participating in the affairs of the PDP?
Well, the usual Wike is behind it. He didn't want us to be in the meeting so that we can't challenge him in those meetings, so that he can have his way in the caucus, in the BOT, and also in the NEC. I'm there. It took three of us, myself, Austin Opara, and Celestine Omeya. But I believe that the court will come out with a final judgment. We are in the court. He believes that this is a man who don't believe in the democracy, that people should sit according to our constitution and discuss and arrive at a decision. Or go further, if you want to talk about discipline, it's all prescribed in our constitution. No one at the world level has the power to discipline a national officer. No one, even at the state level, can discipline. If you lay complaint, at the national level, there are processes. They set up a committee to look into those complaints. Those are not what Wike want. Wike want the court as a third party the court has become another political party for Nyesom Wike. He uses that to go after his perceived enemies, to stop them from taking part in political activities and democracy. He has done that to several, and he believes that we cannot be in the meeting. He has virtually hijacked the party from the governors. I believe that the governors should rise up and take the party. No former governor. Now, Wike is not only former governor, he's a minister of the Federal Republic under APC government. So one leg is in the APC, one leg is in the PDP. What is he there for? To destroy the party? For the people? So this is where we are now. We're in court, and we believe that court will come up with a judgment that will be fair to all. But where they don't, we may appeal. But obviously, this man boasts every day, Wike boasts every day, that he's in charge of the courts. And so we want to wait and see how far it will go. You recall too that after the NEC meeting, there was also a court order that Damagu cannot be removed. It's not done. I was acting chairman in 2015 when Mwazu left. And the position was meant for the Northeast. And at the appropriate time, I stooped down and the Northeast person took over until there was next convention. These are all prescribed in our constitution. Where the chairman comes from, the zone, and in this case, the North Central Zone, should replace the former chairman who left, Ayu. It is there in our constitution. And so, they don't want to follow the constitution. They believe in the court more than the people. And so, I believe in the people, and we can believe in the court. So, these are and the court should please allow the political parties to do their work, or allow the political party to exist. Because several court order from Abuja, High Court Abuja, it's too much. The political parties, especially PDP, cannot breathe.
Okay.
That is what we are faced with.
Well, on that note,
and it's caused by Nyesom Wike.
On that note,
it's caused by Nyesom Wike.
On that note, Prince Uche Secondus, former chairman of the People's Democratic Party, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us on This Day Live, this Sunday talk show.